In this issue of Spacecraft Guide, we're looking back at Gemini 7, which launched this week, and it was 59 years ago. It's the capsule that we are looking inside right now, and we're going to go over another retro switch, but we wanted to remember all the other feats that this spacecraft did, which was the first rendezvous and the longest duration flight, which was 14 days, enough to go to the moon and back. As we celebrate the anniversary, the 59th anniversary of Apollo 7, we want you to remember that this spacecraft right here is Gemini 7. This is the one that actually did the rendezvous in space, and we are lucky enough to have from the Smithsonian this image of the spacecraft that we use to virtually tour the spacecraft. And in this episode, we are going to go into another switch in our sequence switch here with a main fire retro. And when you click on it, it takes you to the manual fire retro switch, which is right here. And what that switch does is it connects the retrograde common control bus to the manual retrograde latch relay. Now, these contacts of the relay energize the 45-second delay relay, fire the retro rockets at 5.5-second intervals, and place the platform in the re-entry mode operation. Now, if we go into the general, we see here that, again, it's the diagram. This is a retrograde sequence. So this is all talking about, like, we're getting the retro rockets to fire. And if we look at where we are in the diagram, we are right here, manually fire, retro. So all these retro, we gone from the auto to the manual. So now we're actually firing these retro rockets to slow us down and come back into the atmosphere, getting us into an orbit. So the retro fire right here, we have all the delays right in here for each retro rocket. So now that is what we're going to, we're into the retrograde section right now. We are slowing the spacecraft down. So if you are a Patreon subscriber, either the free one, which means it doesn't cost you anything, we're going to go into the schematics of how this is all going to happen. And when you click on schematics,